Three brave amigos are we.
Welcome back to The Price of Business. Already the final segment. You know that sound. That's the sound to change the channel. No, don't do that. This is when things finally get interesting around here, and I'm delighted to do this daily segment, a little piece of stimulating, intellectually curious oddities in which our man, Dan the Man, Shed, goes out there looking for weird, esoteric, odd stories, and some of them are actually good. I think today has potential. It has ludicrous written all over it, so I don't know how much time we can actually spend on it. And Dan knows that when that happens, that leaves us a little time left. A lot of time left to do nothing but beat up on him. But we're gonna see what happens with this. So, and of course, Sigmund Kramer is still screaming there, and Sigmund Kramer is my producer, and he brings his deep insights into these conversations as well. And so, Dan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
What do you got for us today?
Well, as many of y'all know, the Apple iPhone 6 has been released, and along with that is the new operating system iOS 8. And there was a hoax out there stating that you could actually charge your new iPhone using a microwave.
Oh, I love that. Oh, no.
And it was circulating out on Twitter and on the website Reddit, and it's pretty insane.
Wow.
And I'm assuming you found us at Mashable like you find everything else.
Oh, yes. Mashable is now my favorite website ever. I love that website.
So I'm assuming that you went and looked for this hoax after you had already blown up your iPhone 6 in the microwave?
No.
No? You didn't fall for it?
No, I didn't fall for it because I'm smarter than that.
Oh, that's right.
You
have an Android.
You're pretty, yeah, that's what real smart people have, are Androids. What's interesting about that, though, Sigmund, is that, think about it. I mean, that would be a huge technology game changer if you could stick your phone that's not charged into a microwave in 30 seconds, it's fully charged. I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but then I'd wonder, what in the hell is it doing to my food?
Yeah, this is true.
I mean, if it can charge a phone in 30 seconds, what's it doing to my food?
And I wonder...
But I do wonder that anyway.
Yeah, I wonder that anyway, yeah. And I wonder what your phone would smell like if you microwaved it with a hot dog, would it have that smell permanently?
Could you... I used broccoli. I made myself some steamed broccoli the night before, and then I charged my iPhone, and now it smells like broccoli. Every time I go to make a call, I have a weird craving for chopped broccoli.
Yeah, absolutely. So how big of an impact did this have, Dan? How many people were doing this?
Well, a lot of people on Twitter were saying, I tried this out and boom, look what happened to my iPhone. So
I don't believe that. That. People can say it, but did they have pictures? Did they?
Yeah, one guy on Twitter.
There's always one guy on Twitter, isn't there?
Yes, one guy on Twitter actually posted the fake ad, which is pretty it looks very legit. That's the scary thing about a lot of these hoaxes, is that it looks so legit, turns out to be a hoax.
Yeah, like healthcare.gov. It looked legit, until you went to the website and actually tried to sign up for healthcare. Kevin's not even paying attention.
Yeah,
he would have been laughing had he been paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I'm restraining myself because my sides hurt already. So what year? I'm gonna see. I'm putting him on the spot. What year was microwave, as in microwave ovens? What year did they discover the ability to control the heating ability of a microwave oven? By the way, I don't expect you to know this because I didn't know it without looking it up. But
I'm just going to say somewhere in the decade of the 1940s.
That's pretty darn good. You're not nearly as dumb as you look. Thank God.
So like 1947. That's going to be my guess.
You're off a little bit.
Okay, 42.
You're more off.
48.
You're more off.
41. What? 44, 45.
They split the difference. It's 45.
Wow.
Yeah, and Dan's still bobbing. His head's still going in various directions.
Yeah.
And he's
45. You know, my dad was born in 1945, so the year my father was born, they discovered that microwave radiation could heat up food.
Yeah. Well, and they discovered it accidentally.
Of course.
That's how all the best stuff is
Of course,
discovered.
they were trying to design the atomic bomb.
That's exactly how Al Gore discovered the internet.
He was trying to design the atomic bomb.
I don't know. He was doing something other than trying to create the internet when he said, holy crap, I've created the internet.
Right.
I'm a genius.
Right, sure.
So
Dan, these people are claiming that they actually participated in the hoax and blew up their iPhones.
Yes, and there's actually a YouTube video
Of course there is.
saying how to charge your iPhone with a microwave.
which the listener can find at priceofbusiness.com
Yes.
if they go right now. They'll be
Yes.
able to find that.
But only right now for the next 10 callers.
There should be a disclaimer on there. Don't do this.
Do not attempt if
Do
you
not
want
do this
a
at home.
fried iPhone.
Yeah.
Instead, go to your local convenience store and do it there so that they have to deal with the mess.
Yeah, so, Sigmund and I are always, fighting over the title of the king of worthless information. But, where does this rank among, bizarre hoaxes? What do you think?
It's on a P.T. Barnum scale of 1 to 4, right? 1 being, lame and 4 being like the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the populace.
Which would be a
i.e.
10.
Obamacare. No,
Yeah.
a 4. We're going 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
I'd say it's like a -3.
Really that bad?
It's not a big deal.
Do you think these people really tried to do it, or they just had a few $100, Dan, and they decided to go ahead and destroy their phone just in order to fuel the hoax?
Some people may believe it. I don't know. I mean,
There's some really mean people out there, aren't there?
There are some. Yeah, exactly. There are some very mean people, and
So, Dan, what about you on a scale of 1 to 4, with 4 being incredibly awesome in terms of fooling people like Obamacare, or that is about as lame as it could be with a 1, or 0 even, or a 1? Where would you rank this?
definitely one.
1.
I mean,
Yeah, how
Stupid.
gullible must these people be?
How
to
stupid
think
could
that,
you be?
Sure,
Sure,
yeah.
All I
Really?
can say is look how many people reelected Barack Obama. That's all I can say with that. Yeah, I'd give this a low score too, a 1, maybe 2. No, a 1 maybe also. Yeah, no more than a 1. All right, gentlemen, thanks very much. You can get this great information over at priceofbusiness.com. Good job, Dan Shedd.
thank you.
Keep yourself useful. Come back with more useless information right here tomorrow on The Price of Business. Do want to remind you today's program brought to you by a bunch of people. You're going to have to help me out there. Simon, who all were part of today's program? Standard Supply. Bad Game Show time begins. Perfect. Glad we have that music running. Abby Sweets.
Abby Executive Suites.
Yeah.
Super interns.
Super interns.
That's
Nutrepid.
it, buddy.
That's it. But thanks to all of them for making this show fabulous.